Sorry, it cut out. We were at Dollar General the other day, and it stop doing that PlayStation. We were at Dollar General the other day, and sorry, I'm trying to choose what stairs I want. And we're gonna go Dark Oak. So yeah, we were at DG the other day, and she was, you know, kind of dressed a little bit. You see what I did there? She was kind of dressed a little, and honestly, I don't find anything wrong with that. But she was dressed a little, and we're walking down an aisle, and some because I don't know if you want to call herself entitled or whatever. Some lady was like, the baby girl walked down the aisle. I think it was the toy aisle, like the kids' toy aisle. Because, you know, if you're a dom and you have a little, or you're a daddy and you have a fucking little, you know they're gonna go for that toy aisle like crazy. So let's do this. Let me see something. No, no. God damn it. Stab it. There we go. Yeah, I like that a lot better than what it was. Of course, I got rid of quartz. Go figure. Andesite, we don't need you right now. So yeah, and I walked down, and I said excuse me because we were passing in front of the lady, and she was just like, she said it in a way so that my baby girl couldn't hear it, but it was like she literally just was like pervert. I was like, what the fuck? You know, hell, I was triggered. I don't care what y'all think about that. I was triggered. I got called a pervert for trying to do something that my baby girl likes to do. That means I'm a pervert, then that makes you an asshole. Because, you know, oh, well, you're sexualizing children. I'm not doing shit. I ain't sexualizing nobody. Well, except my baby girl, but that's different. It's way different. It's way different. Like super way different. I don't even know how to describe it. Like it's like you're saying that, sorry. I did not think this through. Shit. Oh, damn it. Let's go to these two real quick. Do that. It's like saying that because somebody has a childish regression, that the one who cares for her or him, boys do it too, men do it too. It's not solely a fucking women thing. Which I'm sure a lot of women are mad at. Oops, wrong one. That could stay there. The more light, the better. Like I said, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it's ridiculous to me. I don't want to go on about, oh, well, you're sexualizing children. No, I'm not. Like I said, if I was sexualizing children, I'd be called a pedophile. It's different, way different. I'm not sexualizing children. I'm sexualizing my baby girl, who is a fucking adult that has, what is it? Little space regeneration, degeneration. It's a coping mechanism to a past traumatic event, or events, or a past traumatic, post-traumatic coping mechanism for an action carried out over a long period of time. It's called age regression. Believe it or not, a lot of therapists and hypnotherapists and stuff like that use age regression as a tool. So I guess if that's the case, then sure, I guess I sexualize children. If that's what you're going off of, which is ridiculous. I just think you fucking SJWs need something to bitch about, because you're not getting your way with fucking something, I'm sure. Yeah, I just think you guys need something to bitch about, and you're jealous that you can't do that, or that you're not naturally like that, so you have to bitch about it. That's what I think. And I think you're making other people's lives miserable because the opinions that you have are not based in any sort of fact. The opinions that you have are flawed, and because you don't want to listen to anybody else, you've decided that everybody else, that makes everybody an enemy of sorts. And that's honestly a shame. That's not how you, it's not how you come to terms with something. That's not how you it's not how you come to grips with reality. And you can preach coming to grips with reality to me whenever, because honestly, and I can tell you this open-heartedly, I'm bipolar. Believe me, I get it when you say something about not getting a grip on reality. Like, I'm not bipolar 1, I'm bipolar 2, but that's not the point. The point is that I myself have sometimes have difficulty grasping what really happened, like especially if me and Bay get in a fucking argument or something, and I hear something that I think I heard something she said, but she really didn't, and yeah, it's really annoying when people are like, oh well, blah 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 happened, and they don't have a mental issue to even be like, oh okay, well this is what happened, blah 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 blah. A lot of the times that's exactly not what happened. It's because you want it to be a certain way, and when someone tells you no, you get all bitchy about it like a fucking 3-year-old. It's like, do you really need to be this way to, what was it called, integrate into society, I think? Because if that's how you need to be to integrate into society, then I don't want to be part of society anymore. It's because, gender's a social construct. It's not. It's a biological construct. And if you can't deal with that fact, please go to Saudi Arabia. Try preaching your shit there. Please. Leave us alone. You have no right to be that patronizing, for one. And to publicly slander other innocent people, mind you, because you don't like what's going on. There's things called rants, there's things called you can vent, there's things called getting a fucking therapist, because a lot of you people need it. And yeah, that's coming from a fucking crazy person. Alright? Look, I know I'm crazy. I've been in and out, or had been in and out of, like a mental hospital, that whole shtick. It's not a shtick, it's the truth. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what crazy is. And also the definition of crazy is also, repeating an action or something over and over and over again. It's one of the definitions of insanity. And just because you repeat something, A, doesn't make it fact, B, doesn't make it that you're right, and C, shut the fuck up. No one gives a goddamn. Hell, I'm talking about the fucking subject and I don't even give a goddamn. We just want you to fucking stop and be a goddamn decent fucking human being. Is that so goddamn hard to ask? Fuck. Have some common fucking courtesy. And if you don't know what common courtesy is, guess what? Ask your fucking parents. I'm sure they'll reteach you. Like, this shit is utterly fucking ridiculous. Just a bunch of fucking... Oh, and I swear to God, if I ever see one of you little Antifa fuckers or SJW fuckers, if I ever see you anywhere disrespect a veteran of this country, I don't care if they're elderly or they just came back from deployment, if I ever see you disrespect one of those people, I will fucking knock you out. And if I can't do it physically, I'll do it mentally. Because I don't know what happened to y'all's brains, but they're gone. Ever. Those people are fighting for rights that you apparently don't have, or that you think you don't have. Well, I'm sorry to break this to you, you little SJ fucks. You do have those rights. You are a citizen of the United States. Those rights are inalienable. And before you think I made a racist joke right there, I didn't. And you know how I know I didn't? Because I know what inalienable means. I know what the fuck these words mean. I don't go, oh, well, you know, dictionary.com doesn't see it that way. Well, dictionary.com and UrbanDictionary.com for that matter, which I'm sure is where most of you get your fucking definitions from. Did you know those sites are written by people? It's like fucking Wikipedia for definitions. So what one thing means to somebody does not necessarily mean the same to other people. So yeah. Look, I don't understand. I've had people try to explain it to me. I've had people try to dissuade me or change my mind or change my opinion. My opinion is not going to change. For one, it's not factual. For two, it's ridiculous. For three, I have more common sense than that. You know, not just with the SJW thing, the whole feminist thing. Sure, if you were just, like, okay, well, here's our list of reasons why we feel this way, this way, and this way. Okay? If that was the case, I'd listen to you. I'd listen to you. I'd even try to come up with a compromise, okay? But no, I'm a rapist because I'm a man. Apparently, people teach men to rape. Nobody teaches a man to rape. Sorry to burst your little fucking bubble. Men aren't evil. Some can be, but women can be too. It's not just men, you dumb twats. The only reason you're going after men is because there's no other fucking gender. And I say that wholeheartedly. Unless you are legitimately transgender. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about trans-trenders either. Those annoy the hell out of me. God, I hate trans-trenders. And that's not me saying I hate transgender either. If you can't fucking hear me. If you can't fucking hear me, turn your goddamn volume up for one. For two, that's how I feel about you. It's just, why are you alive? You are literally making people's lives miserable for absolutely nothing. And you're like, oh, well, we're going to look back on this one day and laugh. No, we're going to look back on this one day and tear you a new asshole with what we think about you. That's exactly what's going to happen. And you're not going to like it then, so guess what? You're going to be triggered again. Fucking triggered, are you kidding me? Go look for your goddamn safe spaces. And the only reason safe spaces fucking exist, I hope you're aware, is because one of you feminists or one of you SJWs are in the, have a position of power at that school or at that place, that public place. So it's not that they're understanding of your situation, it's more like, oh, well, I'm a feminist, I'm gonna make this happen. Okay, cool. Whatever. Modern feminism is a plague. Modern feminism is wrong. Oh, well, that's just a misogynistic, patriarchal man talking. No. A lot of women nowadays don't share your views. And when they don't, you call them, a slut, a whore, a inner misogynistic, woman or oppressed woman. That, please, women have more rights in this country than men do, and I can tell you that for a fucking fact. You know how I can tell you that for a fucking fact? Women don't have to sign up for the draft when they register to vote. Did you know that? I'm sure you did, but you're choosing to ignore it because you don't like it. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. Women have a choice whether or not they want to keep a kid. Like if you get pregnant. That's the woman's choice, by the way. Sure, you can do it like a couple, and not a fucking piece of shit scumbag, and be like, oh, well, I want my husband's input too. You can do it that way. That's how I think it should be done. If guys are like, okay, well, we're struggling for money right now. We can barely take care of ourselves. Please don't bring a kid into this world. Please do yourself a favor. Do everybody you love a favor. Just don't do that to yourselves. That's not a good way to go with that. And I'm sorry I had to go there, but it needs to be said. And that goes for anybody, not just SJWs and feminists and shit. It goes for everybody. If you're struggling or whatever, please don't have a kid. You're gonna make that kid suffer for no goddamn reason. And hell, there's just some people that don't deserve good parents. Hell, I may be one of those people. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten to that point. But the point is, modern feminism is a plague. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's literally women who think they know what's going on, and they really don't. And when you disagree with their opinions, you're slandered. You're attacked and slandered, sometimes physically attacked. You're congratulated when you come for if you ever get raped, okay, and you come forward and to the police or whoever, okay, you're congratulated. You're looked upon with sympathy. If a man gets raped, and it does happen, and you don't hear about it because that's shameful to men. It's shameful for everybody. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying it's looked down upon when men come forward and say, hey, I was raped. You can rape a man. If a man does not want it, just because his body says yes and his mind says no, if that's not rape, I don't know what is. Or if he was drugged, or hell, molested, or whatever. It doesn't matter how old the male of the species is. If a male comes forward with that information, they're looked at with scrutiny, like he's lying, like he needs to man up and get over it. Women get support for this shit. A lot of people commit suicide. A lot of men commit suicide because they want it to stop. They want it to stop feeling like shit, like useless shit. They want to stop feeling victimized. They want to stop being taunted and verbally, mentally abused because something that happened to them that they couldn't control. And if you were to say that, if women were to do that, it'd be wrong too. I'm saying, if you really want gender fucking equality, please learn about it first. Don't go to some fucking biased professor that's like, oh well, this is how it is, blah 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 blah. Because it's not. That's not how it is. That's a matter of opinion. Opinion is not fact. That is my main point here. Opinion is not fact. Opinion is a way you think or feel about something, and just because you think or feel about it does not make it fact. Do you know why it doesn't make it fact? Because there's no factual information there. It's like saying, I feel a certain way about SJWs. Go ahead. We're going to hit the nail on the head here with this one. I feel a certain way about SJWs, okay? I feel that they are unnecessary, and yeah, that I feel they're unnecessary and need to stop whatever the fuck they're doing immediately. Some people would say that they think they're doing something good. Okay, cool. You can think you're doing something good all you want. Intention isn't everything. It's how you go about your intention. I'm sorry, if how you're going about your intention is harming other people, mentally, physically, verbally, whatever, you're just a bully. That's all I have to say about that, is you're just a bully. It's one thing if you're sitting there with your girlfriend or something and you're just, you're making fun of each other because that's what you do. That's not mental abuse. That's, haha, you're gay, haha, you're fucking, um, haha, you're fat, you're whatever under the fucking sun, alright? If you've never done that before, I mean, either you and your girlfriend or wife or fiance or whatever is really sensitive to everything and needs to honestly thicken your skin a little bit. And it's harder for women to do than men because you are very emotionally driven creatures. That's fine. We're not asking you to be fucking She-Hulk, so we're asking you just to be like, oh, okay, well, he said it jokingly. I don't think he meant it as an insult, which is true, unless we're literally sitting there in a fit of rage insulting you. I mean, that's different, but it's way different. But for the most part, when all this shit is said and done, you're not fighting for equality, you're fighting for gender superiority. Which I don't think you understand. We already had equality, and you're still fighting for equality, yet you've already had equality. Do you know why women are considered the weaker sex? Do you understand that at all? Yeah, it does come from the whole hunter-gatherer society, how mankind, how humankind fucking, started out when we domesticated animals and we're a hunter-gatherer society. It does have something to do with that. But those biological traits that women have, yeah, sure, you can push out a baby. I understand. I can't push out a baby. You know why? I don't have a vagina. I don't have ovaries. I don't have a uterus. It's fine. Okay? I get it. And I understand it from what I know about it, that it can be extremely painful. Okay? But to say that men have more rights because of their genitalia, for one, is retarded. We have less rights because of our genitalia, because of how we're built, how we're what we're made of, I guess you could say. We have less rights than you do. We have to go fight for our country, even if we don't want to. Again, draft. We have to get sued. We have to get punished for women's wrongdoings, honestly. We're the ones that take responsibility for that shit. Do you know why? Because men are more logically driven. If women ran the world, we'd all be dead. There'd be no YouTube. There'd be no nothing. We'd all be dead. That's a fucking fact. I mean, granted, maybe some of the big wars wouldn't have happened. Like they happened, at least.